We're getting close. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Of course. It'll be fun.
I'm holding you to that.
Oh, come on, Abby. What's the worst that could happen?
You've met your mother-in-law before?
Yeah, she'll be fine. I mean, it is the first trip since, well, it'll be good for her. It'll be good for you.
And what about for you?
I'll be fine. Roulette tables in Vegas are open 24/7, you know, and if you tip well enough, the booze is almost free. And, yeah, Leo gone. I gotta look after my girls, right?
Oh, you're the best. No wonder Dad liked you so much.
She knows we're coming, right? She knows we'll be right there.
Yeah, I called from the last pit stop while you were in little boys. She said she was all packed and ready to go. But I've seen that movie and it ends painfully.
Yeah. I bet she wanders around the house 6 times checking to make sure everything's unplugged. And I'll lay odds that she checks the faucet 3 times.
Only 3? You think she's getting lax in her golden years? I'll bet you 4. Is the oven off? And raise YouTube. Did I lock the door? I better check again.
Ah, you are in Vegas mode. I'll call. Is it this left or next?
The next. Dale?
Yeah?
This is really great. I mean, you're really great. Not many men would be willing to go to Vegas with their wife and mother-in-law.
Yes, I should have my head checked. I don't think you're going to get me in to see Celine. I mean, I draw the line at beaches. Now, Blue Man Group, well, maybe.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, perfect. It looks like there's room in the loading zone. Mom! Hey, can I just help you with that?
I'll just put the... I'll just put the...
Let me help you with that, Mom. Oh, jeez, Mom, what do you got in here? The fridge?
Very funny, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Mom, give me that. Oh, so that's where you put the fridge. Mom, this thing weighs a ton. You should have let us come up and help you down with all of this.
I managed just fine. I got Nestor to help me. And it's only 23 pounds for your information. I weighed it on the scale in the bathroom.
Didn't Nestor just get his hip replaced?
Fred got his hip replaced. Nestor has bursitis, so I just got him to bring the suitcase to the front door.
Well, you should have let us help you with that. I mean, Nestor's about as big as my right leg, and you don't need to be carrying all this.
You're a good boy, Dale. I couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. But I have to start making my own way, you know. I just have to. And I will.
All right, Ma, I get it. Thanks for bringing the beer.
Beer? Beer, smart guy.
Well, I can't think of anything else you would have put in your suitcase that took 23 pounds unless you packed a roast suckling pig for the road.
I most certainly did not. And it's not beer either. I made a thermos of Sanka. I just can't take too much caffeine anymore. And you two shouldn't be drinking so much coffee anyhow, especially with that edible oil flavored garbage you're always using. I read the ingredients on that stuff once, and it sounds like paint thinner. I made some peanut butter sandwiches because you don't have to worry about them giving you food poisoning if it gets warm in the car. Like you have to worry about ham and cheese or tuna salad. Nobody needs to start out the trip with salmonella. That happened to me because of some bad tuna salad she had at the buffet at one of those big fancy hotels. Just awful. We don't want that. No, sir. Peanut butter is safe. I packed some apples and bananas, too. I was going to pack oranges, but they're just too messy for the car. Those little wet nappies just don't get the sticky on their fingers. Unless you use a half a box of darn thing, and they didn't look very good anyhow. The oranges, of course. But I went to the store yesterday, and what they want for a pound of oranges these days is absolutely nothing. And of course, I made some bread muffins.
Breathe! What? Just reminding you to breathe, Mom.
No wonder you two wound up together. They're smarty pants, aren't you? Time to go on, I guess. Do you really think I talked too much? I could just run back upstairs and put that.
No. It's okay, Ma. We're just giving you a hard time.
Besides, your picnic lunch sounds lovely. But we were actually thinking about stopping at that little drive-in off the highway. You know, the one with the great crab cakes and the clam chowder and bread bowls. Do you remember?
Well, of course I remember. How could I forget? You would get so excited about getting the little fisherman's platter because it came with a plastic trident instead of a fork, and you got to keep it. And your father and I would let you get a
mermaid's mist. I remember. God, I haven't thought about those in eons.
Yes! You get absolutely over the moon for those. Oh my, yes. You were so sophisticated with your fancy drink. You kept all the little umbrellas and plastic swords and whatnot, and you give them to your dolls.
What? My self-proclaimed tomboy used to play with dolls?
Oh, yes, she did. She certainly did indeed. Of course, she usually made some fancy cocktails. Then dismembered them. It was a little unnerving.
Oh, you're scarier than I thought.
Thanks for sharing, Mom. God, are we there yet?
We're not even close, sweetie. But we better hightail it or we'll never get there. This is going to be fun. Such a beautiful blue sky to travel under. This reminds me of the time. Oh no.
What?
Did I turn the oven off?
I can't believe you're winning already.
Winning? Who's winning what?
Mom, when was the last time you turned the oven on?
Yesterday morning when I made the bran muffins. Oh. Well, it never hurts to be sure. Now, what are you winning already?
A side bet, Ma, just a side bet. So what's the first thing you're going to do when you get there, Mom?
You know, I've been giving that a lot of thought. I know if Leo was with us, he'd say, the first thing I'm going to do is get myself a beer at the 7-Eleven and walk down the street with it. Well then, that's just what I'm going to do too. And the strippers. Chicken dips. Strippers, Mom? Really? I've never seen a naked man dance before. Well, except that one time. Strippers, Mom? Really?
Make sure you got lots of $1 bills before you go home.
Don't listen to him.
Oh, Abigail, I'm an old woman, but I'm not so naive. I know you have to tip in Las Vegas. But I won't need to get dollar bills, dear. I've been saving all the American coins I've got in my change, and I've rolled $26 just in nickels. It all spends the same.
Yeah, that it do, but it sure don't sit the same.
Oh, look! Saved by the gigantic neon flashing bucket of clam strips. I think I'm going to see if I can get a mermaid's mist with about 4 fingers of gin.
Well, I must find the facilities. If she comes for our drinks, I think I'd like a root beer float.
A root beer float? Who are you and what have you done with my mother?
Watch your sass, missy, or I'll make that a double.
Root beer floats and strippers.
Shut up. Now I have this horrible image of my 82-year-old mother shoving $1 bills into some oily gym monkey's G-string.
I think I may join you, you know.
What?
Yeah, I want to see what she does with the rolls.
I really hate you.
Hi there, folks. Welcome to King Neptune's Drive-In. Can I start you off with something from the soda fountain?
I do believe I'll have a root beer float, please, and a mermaid mist for my little girl.
Excellent. And for you folks?
I think a root beer float sounds like a hell of an idea.
Awesome. And for you, ma'am?
She's not ma'am, she's a little girl.
But of course, would you like me to make that with extra grenadine, miss?
Unless you've got Tanqueray at the soda fountain.
Oh, this does bring back memories. I wish there were more drive-ins left. They were fun. This one reminds me of me. It's still here, even though not many of its kind are left. But it's still bright and shiny and fun.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like you, Mom.
Here you go, folks.
This does bring back memories. Thanks, Mom.
Now that is funny. You're a sport. I'm sorry, honey. Did I embarrass you?
Oh, that's okay. I'll get even with you at the strippers.
Wow, you folks sure sound fun. Where are you headed, anyway?
We're going to Las Vegas, and I'm going to see those chip and dip dances.
Chip and Dale, ma'am?
Oh, I don't think we'll be watching any cartoons.
No, that's yours, buddy. For taking care of us, or should I say, putting up with us.
My pleasure. Well, you folks have a safe trip now. I wish I was going too.
It's not too late, you know.
Hey, did you want me to drive for a while so you can eat?
No, I'm just about done. This is really good. I'll be fine.
That was a tasty blast from the past. I'm glad we don't live too close. That would be too tempting.
Yes, we only went to King Neptune's for a special treat.
That was crazy good. Although, I think we may have to pull over for a cat nap, girls.
That's not a bad idea. Is that tryptophan clam strips? I could totally nap.
You know, I could drive for a while.
That's okay, Mom. We're just gonna pull over at the next rest stop. It's not too far from here.
Abby, I do still hold a valid driver's license, you know. If you kids want to crawl in the back and nap, I can drive for a while. It's daytime. The weather and roads are good. Not too much traffic. I think it might be fun.
Sure, why not, Mom? I really couldn't stand to sleep off that root beer float. There's a pull-off up ahead. I'll pull over and we can swap.
Oh, good.
Mom, are you sure you're okay with this?
I took the Smart Seniors driving course at the YMCA last spring, just to keep my chops up. I promise you, honey, I wouldn't do this if I wasn't comfortable. Your dad and I always used to share the driving on trips. I wouldn't want to head out too far on my own, but it does feel good to be on the open road.
Okay, well, you let us know when you want to switch back. And don't do any dry racing.
Good night, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Good night, Mom.
Mom.
You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well.
Well, Leo, would you look at me? Here I am, and it's just like old times. Driving along, kid asleep in the back seat. You're supposed to be sitting right there. You should be right there. Why did you have to leave me, sweetheart? It's not fair. No, sir. I don't know why I'm still here without you. But then I think about how lucky I am. You're not here now. But you were. And that's more than most people get in this life. That gets me through. And her. She does. And him too. I miss you, darling. What on earth?
Whoa, lady. Thanks. I didn't think anyone was gonna stop like ever. It feels awesome to take a load off.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't normally pick up a hitchhiker, but you look like a nice young man, and I just had a good feeling about you. And I am on a bit of an adventure myself. So, what the hell, right? I'm Winnie. What's your name, young man?
My name's Skyler. Nice to meet you, Winnie.
Nice to meet you too, Skyler. You're not a serial killer, are you?
Well, I was, but the pay totally sucked. It was a bit of a dead-end job anyway, you know?
Just what I needed, another smarty pants. I've already got two in the back seat.
Whoa. Who's that?
Oh, those are the last two hitchhikers I picked up. You wouldn't believe how effective horse tranquilizer. Thirsty?
Hey, Winnie, I can get over right now.
I'm sorry. I don't know what got into you. That is my daughter and my son-in-law. You're just napping. Scout's hired. Oh, I really don't know what came over me. I guess I really am feeling adventurous.
Whoa, Winnie, you really had me going there. I wish my grand was funny like you. You're pretty cool for an more mature lady.
You were going to say for an old lady, weren't you?
No! I was gonna say, okay, you got me. That's like totally what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Sorry, that is. Skyler, I'm 82 years old. That means I am an old lady. But it beats the alternative, don't you think?
What? Oh, like the alternative to being an old lady is... Oh. You know, Winnie, I really do wish you were my grand. Where are you headed anyhow?
Well, my kids are taking me to Las Vegas. Aren't I lucky?
Totally.
What about you, Skyler? Where are you going?
You've probably never heard of it before, but I'm going to Burning Man.
Isn't that some big hippie festival where everybody gets naked and smokes marijuana?
Whoa! And it's Winnie for the win! You are like the coolest little old lady ever! How do you know about the Burning Man?
Oh, I might be old, but I have the interweb, you know. And one very odd nephew. That's really how I heard of it.
Very cool, Winnie. Very cool indeed. Does that sign say Highway 80?
I believe it does, yes.
Sweet. Well, then it's peace out for me, Winnie.
Oh, you mean you need to get out?
Indeed I do. This is where I go west. Thank you so much for the ride.
You're very welcome, Skyler. Now you be careful. Don't drink any Kool-Aid. I've heard about them putting LSD in Kool-Aid.
Sure, Winnie. I'll watch out for that LSP. Here's boo. I don't suppose you'd want to ditch the kids and come with me, would you?
Just be careful, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Oh my God, Mom! How long have we been asleep?
For a couple hours, sweetie. The kids need a rest. That's an early morning for you.
Are you okay? Something happened to you to the car?
No, dear, no, I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I just pulled over to stretch my old legs a little. The shoulder looked nice and wide here. That's the most fun I've had in ages.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. It's too bad, though.
What's that?
Well, you didn't even see me win the race, did you?
Are you sure that driver's course wasn't smart ass seniors?
When I do get my legs stretched, remind me to give you a good swift kick in the butt. I am ready to hand the reins back over, though.
I'll take a shift. I'm ready to drive for a while. Mom, just now when I was waking up, I thought I heard voices. Were you talking to someone?
Oh, that was probably just me, dear. You know how I talk to myself. Sometimes I even argue a little.
I guess. Maybe I'm the crazy one.
It was probably just a dream, Abby. Or maybe the radio. I did have the radio on.
Sure, I guess it'd have to be. There was no one else around. You didn't pick up any hitchhikers, did you?
I may talk to myself, Abby, but I'm not completely senile yet.
Who's up for a round of the alphabet game? Okay, I'll start. Hey. Asphalt.
B. That's easy. Blue sky.
C. Cows.
D. Dung.
Huh?
Well, if there's cows, there's got to be cow dung.
I think that's a stretch. But I guess you're right. Okay, B. Exit ramp. That was lucky.
F. Flashing lights.
You better pull over and let him by then.
I wonder what happened.
Oh, I hope there wasn't a bad accident.
Maybe they're after you. Game's up, Mallbarker.
Oh my God, he's not passing. He's pulling me over. What on earth for?
How fast were you going? I didn't think you were speeding.
I wasn't speeding, Mom, really.
Hi there.
Hello.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
No, sir, I don't. I wasn't speeding, was I?
No, ma'am, you weren't speeding. But you do have a broken tail light.
Oh, no, honestly, officer, I didn't know. I'll get it fixed right away.
Where are you guys headed anyways?
We're going to Las Vegas. And I'm sure we can get it fixed as soon as we get there.
Going to Vegas, huh?
Yes, officer. My wonderful daughter and son-in-law are taking me on a trip.
Alright, well, if you promise to get that tail light fixed right when you get there, I'll let you off the warning today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll get it fixed as soon as we get there, officer.
Alright, I'm still going to need to see your license and registration, though, so that way I can write you up a warning. So if you get pulled over again, you still won't get a ticket.
Oh, thank you. Sure, officer. It's right here. And again, thank you so much.
Ma'am. Is this your marijuana? I need you to step up, vehicle. Ma'am, I need you to step up, vehicle. Do it now.
That's not ours.
Ma'am, I need you to step out of the vehicle right now.
Stay right where you are.
Ma'am.
Mom?
That's right. You just stay put. That is my grass. I spoke. Reefers. All the time I do. If you want to arrest someone, you'll have to arrest me.
This bag of marijuana is yours, ma'am. Really.
Mom, you smoke pot?
Yes, yes I do. It's for my glaucoma.
You have glaucoma, ma'am.
Yes, I do. I have glaucoma, and that's why my kids are taking me to Las Vegas now, before I go blind. I wanted to see all the bright lights while I could still enjoy them, and the strippers.
Strippers, man.
Yes, by this time next year, I might be as blind as a bat. I want to see bright lights and nude dancing.
You know, I hear stories every day in my job. I did not think there was an excuse left on this earth that I had not heard. Today, ma'am, today you have proven me wrong. I could lose my badge for this, but I'm going to let you go.
Oh, thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aren't you a nice young man? Your mother would be proud, I'm sure.
Why, thank you. Now you folks have a safe trip and get that tail light fixed right when you get to Vegas. And you, be a little more careful with your grass.
Yes,